Hello and welcome back to DUI 24/7, the virtual game and doc here live from the Tokyo Dome. And since the prophets of JOBR are busy on their summer workshops, we're booted up here ready to go for this monumental event. Doc, it's time for the DUI Unified Title qualifying matches, and here comes the Riddler.
Oh, and you better believe the Riddler's gonna come. The Riddler has shown that he is a very hungry competitor, and he is very, very anxious to get some gold around his waist. After the success of Brutal Impact in the tag division, it's no surprise to see him come out here and try it on his own for the biggest prize in the DUI, and that's the Unified Title.
You're right about that, Doc. Brutal Impact, they've been making huge waves here in the DUI. The One, the Riddler, and the Gambler, they've been having a lot of success in the tag division, and they've made it very clear that they want a shot at the DUI Unified Title, and they want that belt in their fold, and the Riddler's the first one out here to take a shot.
And that's always sometimes could be the advantage, being the first one out here, because that way you get to psych out and see who your opponent's going to be.
Oh, indeed, and here comes, oh man, no doubt about it, he's going to have a rough go of it here, Doc. It's none other than the lone wolf himself. It's Big Ben. Looks like he's hungry for some championship gold.
Oh, you better believe he's going to be hungry as a wolf. It's been a while since he's held that gold. As a matter of fact, I believe he held the actual title that he's competing for tonight.
Oh, no question about that, Doc. Definitely, if the gold's on the line, Big Ben's going to show up and he's going to be ready to go. Haven't seen or heard much from Big Ben recently, but make no mistake, he keeps himself in prime condition, and he's going to be out here ready to fight and give it his all for the DUI fans.
Oh, you know Ben's going to show up with his A game each and every time, and tonight's not going to be any exception, because tonight it's going to be very special for each and every competitor, because this is their chance of moving on to get a chance at the DUI Unified Title.
Indeed, after that despicable attack on Kia from the Tiny Brothers, we have to have the title vacated, folks. And we're getting around to decide who's going to be next up to hold the most prestigious title here in the DUI. And all these competitors are going to be hungry for it. And, oh my, look at this, Doc. It's none other than the Gambler. Looks like the deck might be stacked for Brutal Impact.
Oh, it's time to lay on the bets or double them up, because it looks like that Brutal Impact's getting the advantage, and they're the odds-on favorite. As you said, here comes the Gambler.
Oh, indeed. I mean, definitely it seems like advantage is going to go to Brutal Impact, having the Riddler and the Gambler in there. But, you know, Doc, when it comes down to it, it's every man for himself. So we're going to have to see if maybe jealousy could creep in here. Which one's actually going to get the pinfall? Only one competitor can move on from this qualifying match.
And now truer words have been spoken, because only one can move on from this match. And oh my, look at this.
Oh man, things definitely going to pick up here. It's none other than Ghost Lurker coming out here to try to stake his claim. You know, Doc, he says he never lost that title, and he wants it back. He's mad as hell. Looks like he's going to try to come out and take some of his frustrations out on these other competitors.
Indeed and agreed. Look at the interest that he's displaying. He's showing that everybody that he is here for the game, for the real thing.
No question about that, Doc. Ghost Lurker always brings a ominous presence with him when he enters the Tokyo Dome, and I'm sure he's going to try to come out here and do some kind of devastation to these other three competitors. Definitely it's going to be a hard road ahead if they want to win this qualified match to move on and try to get that gold.
And as you alluded to earlier, Ghost Lurker still claims that he is the rightful heir, or holder, if you will, of the Unified Title. So it's going to be extra special for him tonight to try to get this back, especially from this guy right here.
Oh, indeed. The stars just keep coming out for this match, Doc. It's none other than the One. You know, this was supposed to be, we heard from BDS that this was going to be a random draw, and it seems like all the members of Brutal Impact are in this qualifying match, so the odds look like they're going to be in their favor, but who's going to be the one to get the pinfall if it comes to that?
And that's exactly what's going to come down to. Only one person in that ring is going to move on from this match. Even though Brutal Impact seems to have the numbers in their advantage, remember, only one person can move on. And when it comes to the gold, everybody's for themselves, especially this one.
Oh, indeed. Look at this. Seems like we got some infernal creatures in there with some of our competitors. It's the Dark Leader, folks, and you know he's going to try to bring some pain out here to this match. Oh, man, we got a six-pack challenge, it looks like, Doc.
It sure looks like it. But when you start telling everybody they get a chance at the DUI Unified title, you're going to get everybody coming out for it. Everyone wants to have the biggest prize of them all. It's no surprise to see the Dark Leader showing up for his shot at it.
Oh, indeed. Oh, my, look at his making his presence known out here to the crowd. And I tell you, folks, this is shaping up to be a potential epic match here. I mean, you got the Dark Leader, the One, Ghost Lurker. They've all made claim to the title and said that they want that gold. Well, this is their chance to prove it.
And it looks like that's exactly what they're doing as Ghost Lurker tends to start clearing out the ring, throwing Ben in the corner, and everybody getting a piece of the action.
Oh, mind you, see that? Very quickly, the One tried to roll up Big Ben, but he wasn't going to have any of that. I tell you, that's going to be the key in here, Doc. So much going on, and referee Ray Wonder's going to have his hands full. It's all about who can maybe steal a quick pin, because it's going to be tough to try to wear down all 5 of your other opponents to try to pin one of them. Very tough.
And there goes another quick pin. That's a third pin that we've seen tonight. I'm wondering that if Brutal Impact's going to conspire to give themselves up the job.
Oh, it could, but you see that? It's good to see Brutal Impact's always out talking about integrity and how they're spreading honesty. Well, it was good to see there. You saw the Riddler tried to pin the Gambler there, and it seemed like everything was on the up and up, and we can only hope that we get a fair and just result in here, Doc. That's what the DUI is all about.
Indeed and agreed. The unified champion should be a man above approach. And
Oh, did you see that? A quick stroke of midnight there from Big Ben, but the Riddler's able to cut him off. Look at this, going for another pin.
What was that? Oh, you couldn't get any closer than that. Well, I tell you, the action is non-stop in this match. And look at that Ghost Lurker down.
Oh, unbelievable action, Doc. I mean, they're going a mile a minute here right from the opening bell. I mean, it's chaos in there in this ring, but, you know, everyone in that ring, they just have a burning desire to try to be champion. I mean, Brutal Impact seem they have a lust for that gold. Ghost Lurker, the Dark Leader, it's amazing. Look at that, the One almost pinning the Dark Leader.
And look at this, the Riddler trying to get the One down from behind.
Oh, and another stroke of midnight on the Gambler. That's just fast and furious in here, folks. Try to keep up with this action. But look at that. Oh, the One hits the Vision on the Riddler.
And it's a double pin. Who's going to begin?
3. Oh, and Ray Wonder's down, and oh my, looks like the Riddler and am I seeing this right? The Riddler and the Gambler?
Eliminated.
It seems like he only gave credit there for the Riddler getting pinned. A definite break there for Brutal Impact to keep 2 of their members in there, Doc.
It sure was. That could have been very disastrous. But again, the odds are not in the Brutal Impact's favor as they're losing some of their men. They're going to have to keep up the pace.
Oh, it is. Look at that. Oh, a huge stroke of midnight there onto the Dark Leader. Big Ben looks like he's definitely in here on fire, Doc. He looks like he's got the eye of the wolf out there, hungry for a victory.
Oh, he's definitely hungry. It's been a while since he's held the gold around his waist, so you know he wants to come out here and prove himself. And here's another stroke of midnight.
Unbelievable. Big Ben is just laying down the thunder here tonight, going for the pin there on the Dark Leader. 2, 3.
And the One allowing it to happen. Look at it, it's in there taunting Big Ben.
Oh, well, that's smart there. I think he realized, Doc, that Big Ben had a pinfall there on the Dark Leader, and guess what? It looks like that's exactly what happened.
It sure did, but while all that was going on, he lost another member of his team as the Gambler of Brutal Impact has now been eliminated.
Oh, indeed. Definitely a good job by these competitors. It seems like Brutal Impact wasn't able to get it together, Doc. He could have eliminated the other 3 competitors in this match, and then they would have been sure to move on, and now it's only down to the One to try to carry on for Brutal Impact. And look at this once again, just Big Ben just on fire in there.
Well, you never know what's going to happen, but they may want to follow the Gambler's advice. He got no one to hold them and no one to fold them, and right now it looks looking good for the One.
3. Oh, definitely not. As you see, Big Ben with another huge stroke of midnight there was able to eliminate Ghost Lurker. Unbelievable. Oh, look at this now, sizing him up, Doc.
Oh, this could be the beginning of the end. The wolf is on the prowl.
Oh, did you see that, Doc? Unbelievable. He was able to reverse it into a Vision.
Amazing. I've never seen that before in my life.
3. Unbelievable. And what an amazing display there from the One. He's able to reverse that pin Big Ben, and Brutal Impact looks like they are one step closer. Doc, one gets the victory.
When you talk about fighting with the odds and against the odds, the one has come up. The winner of tonight's match is amazing.
It is amazing. He said he's had the eye on this championship, and he moves one step closer. We'll have another qualifying match though soon, folks, so you gotta stay tuned. The action will continue here in the DUI.
Indeed and agreed.